Hey, how are you all doing? What's up? SD on time as usual before I can even share the link. Right? Hold up. We good, we good, we good. What's up, Greg? All right. So I was last night I did some more work on the pedal, making some stuff, and I don't know, I didn't like it's always like that. I didn't like what I did on the first stream. It's all good though. Like we showcased some sounds, but I wanted to kind of do another stream before I go on vacation like that to show you guys um like these modern melodies, especially like with the little baby album, what's going on there, those type of loops, right? And the main deal with like little baby stuff, the P4F stuff, like the aggressive stuff, right? Not necessarily so much of the stuff that's the 176 walk down. That's all like, you know, I got kicked out of my mama's house, so I had to go live with granny. And then someone broke into my car, and now I can't sell pounds. Like, that, those songs. It was a good demonstration of what the pedal can do with the synth. Yeah, it was. But I want to show you guys and I'll be doing this in the NPC again. Um so it's gonna be more of like a listening type of thing. But the main thing is that you want to, how do I explain it? All right. So a lot of it is like these really repetitive loops that are coming out. Um they're triplet melodies, right? They're triplet melodies set with the grid to 8T when you're working in double time, right? And they have like this really bum 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 like pulsing type of thing. But what people are doing now to make it sound like less obvious and all that stuff is they're either putting it through stuff like portals or shaper box or something like that and low passing it and smearing out the sound. And that's one thing that the generation loss does really well. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna get on a motif, right? We're gonna find like a super cheesy like synth patty sound. I'm gonna make one of these repetitive um eighth triplet melodies. Then I'm gonna process it through the gen loss, put a delay on it, and have it go through the 1978. And I'm gonna show you like how that transforms into that vibe. So let me get over on the station. Feel like Michael McDonald this morning with my with my microphone at the keyboard. I can't forget about the time I made a trap beat. Oh, Where's my phone? I do not want to keep looking back for that chat. Under the little pad. All right. I'm gonna pull the old Chiznat up. Okay, come on. What am I doing? What am I doing? YouTube's. Show me my channel. There we are. There I'm is. I bet. There they are. So the delay is going to keep time. No, no, don't think too hard about it. I'll show you. This will probably be a good one, right? So if you're on your MPC, you so if you're on your MPC, you want to start out and hit your timing correct and set it to 8T. Gonna be like around 150, 160 beats per minute. MIDI port. And you just find yourself 3 notes. I'm gonna use 145 because 145 always works. So it's like put timing correct, hit the global timing correct, eighth, triplet, like that, right? So after you got those, just check on your grid and make sure the quantize didn't betray you. You've got your melody set up correctly, right? If and if you only catch one bar, like that's the awesome thing about using these modern MPCs, you could just get that or one pattern you just copy and paste, no problem, right? Boom. Now, if you were to run this and to put an 808 over it, you would you get laughed out of the gym, right? So let's put the gen loss on it. This preset isn't gonna work for this, so let's just now that I got the filter going on and I've got some of the smearing going on, let me use the flutter a little bit. So this is more like it, right? This is that for all of these songs, they have like this watery, washed out type of vibe. And the difference between the first preset that I picked and the and the preset that I'm gonna use now, just so you don't get confused about what you feed into this thing to get the result that you want, is this one has a really loud attack, so it's giving me that, public access science intro, versus this where this is more of like a trap vibe. And you see how it's got like that really repetitive pulsing, like that's how you create something that's tight, something that's tense. And this is like you'll find this sound on, this is like how the beat switch on Pop Out sounds. And this is also, you'll hear something that sounds close to this on song that Baby and Drake did. It was either last year, the one where Baby like destroyed Drake. What's the name of that song? It's such a good song. Wants and Needs. Wants and Needs, right? So, but once you have this, like this is like the basis. So you don't want to like fall into the trap of like, all right, I'm done with the loop. Like there's a couple of things you could do to make this stand out. So I'm doing 145 on my melody. I'm gonna go up another octave. Oh, I'm not. I'll go down. And I'm gonna add like some contrast notes. These aren't gonna be triplets, right? I'm done with the triplet vibe. So let me listen. All right, and that sounds good. And those are just like two little notes. It's not doing a call and response or anything like that. But what that's gonna do for this loop is it's gonna allow it, just adding another piece of musicality that makes it so that it's not just in your ear the whole time, right? Which is gonna make it so that you can actually listen to this. All right, so now we're gonna hit it with the delay to give it more of that washed out feel. And now we'll hit it with the reverb. We'll see if we even need the reverb. Yeah, no, the original reverb from this preset is doing enough, so I'm not even going to use the reverb. So we can just go now into our audio track. And what I want to do, well, no, I'm gonna wait for the audio track. Let's lay the drums down, right? So boom, 2. Put our drum pattern in. Let me tune up these drums real quick. Sample edit. Good. That's good. All right. Oh, kick. All right, bet. So now we got some tuned up drums. Let's hit this. Damn it. I got this starting with a 53% swing. Let's get the 808 going so we can get this groove solidified. I don't know about you guys. If you I don't know if you, but I'm like I like doing 808 so much more on the keyboard than I do on the, even though it's got like the pad control and everything, like I'm just so much used to doing it like this. What's up, Night Rider? How you doing, bro? All right, so we got that. Now, the reason why I did that is because I need to, I need to make this 8 bars now. So I like to get like the drums and everything that I'm gonna duplicate done. So like, because I work in the little 4 bar blocks, right? So now we got this. What you want to do, like once you make like one, like if you're working a double time, once you make one 4 bar section, the next section of your 808 pattern, you need to have some type of change up. Otherwise, your shit is just gonna sound like you started making beats yesterday. That's not how you want to sound, bro. That's not how you want to sound. Because you didn't start making beats yesterday. So this one I'm taking away the 808 roll, and I'm gonna do a melodic difference in the 808s, right? I'm gonna use like the same way that I wrote the melody 154 using those notes. I'm gonna use the same notes for the 808 bass line, right? So now that you've got that 145 movement in the bass line, you've got the 145 movement in the repetitive melody. Now you've got something that isn't that you got modern drum pattern, modern modern effects, all 100% standalone, and our sound source is just a keyboard from 2005. Go to the drums. You also want to do something different with your drums on this second 4 bar pattern. Go into my snare section. Whoa. Let's get the hi-hat rolls done. Oh, why? Yo, Keyflow, did you see what's happening to the Gen Loss pedals on Reverb? All of the like I'm tempted to buy one of the V1s because because the V2 came out, everybody dropped their price on the V1s from like 1800 or like $1,000 to like 500 $400. So people are literally now like that, like this is how goofy these people are. People are literally selling a pedal that there's only 1,000 manufactured of for $500 now, just because they want stereo. It's a mess. Going to my new favorite feature, the old ratchet. easy. So easy to do trap in the MPC now, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, if they make the MPC any easier, I'm gonna have to get like a SP404 to make the shit hard to do. So, boom, you got that's like that's it right there. It's the triplet melody, the cloudy, you know, everybody's not going to have a gen loss, right? But whether it's shaper box, portals, the granulator inside of the MPC, something to like cloudy up that melody. And then all we got to do now just find a sprinkle for the one drop. Oh, I didn't record? Oh no. I forgot to record the show you guys that. All right, so going to the audio track. Audio edit. Let's get this and this out of here. And what you want to do, you want to make your pattern here 1 bar longer than it actually is. And because we got all these effects on it and stuff, you need to record like one pass of your you need to record one pass so that you could chop it in the middle and get the section that has the reverb tail over it. Otherwise, your shit's gonna sound, super weird when you start it up. So let's do that first. Let's get this right here. Hit a record. All right, so what I'm gonna go over to the beginning. We need to trim the end. You got to hold down Shift to do this. You could freeform it. Then we'll zoom back out. What I'm gonna do, 8 bars, right? And I'm gonna go from bar 5 to bar 8. See, so this way I've got the reverb tail covering over it. So you don't have those first few notes starting with no like reverb tail or anything, and that way when this loops, it won't sound choppy. That's what a lot of people mess up when they first start using like hardware and stuff. So this, I'm just gonna record right from the board. No MIDI, no quantize. Boom, 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 boom. And the thing I like about, using this method, like a rompler and a and some pedals versus like, the new Fabric plugins and stuff like that. Like I'll still use those, but um you just like I'm looking at my system resources on my MPC right now. I've got 4% CPU and 10% of my memory used. But yeah, yeah, you already know. You already know key flow. But that's I don't know. It's I really like this pedal, man. It allows me, like, this is the MPC, this is the MPC experience, like the standalone experience, like I always wanted, just to have something, this here, and then be able to make something that sounds modern. Like so many times you'll hear somebody, like there's plenty of streams, guys, and you guys know, like when you watch somebody cook up on a rompler to an MPC, bro, like that shit, it sounds so dated. You know what I mean? And not like in a cool way, not in a like West Side Gun, curated the sample loop way, you know? But I mean that shit, we find a 21 Savage acapella and put it on top of that, and it's gonna go. It's gonna go crazy, as a matter of fact. So I don't know, bro. This shit's really cool. I'm definitely happy to have something like this back in the mix. And I don't know if you guys that got 61s know, but they fixed they fixed the sustain pedal, so it actually behaves like a sustain pedal, which was like that was one of the main reasons that I stopped using it as a as my MIDI controller at my desk because that was banged up. I was like, oh no, let me fix that. You have a fader port? Yeah, I have the fader port. I've got the single fader port. I've got the one that just does one fader. You're transitioning to the mixing side. Yo, the fader port, you got to the fader. Well, I don't know. You have Cubase, bro. I would listen, man. I would get whatever. The reason why I have a fader port is because it's made by PreSonus, and all the buttons line up for Studio One. So whatever they make for Cubase, I would get that. You know. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys something. The Avid S1. Oh wow. Let's see. Keyflow's got money, bro. Keyflow's got the money. This baller. Whoa. Whoa. Look at this baller. So I had show you guys where the fuck is it? Where's recent files? So my buddy, he sends me like oops. My buddy, he sends me a picture a mix of his, and hold on, let me just get this real quick. this. Where is it? Why is this like this? All right, bet. All right, let's look at it. So he sends me, my buddy sends me this mix, right? And he's like, "Oh, this is it's not mastered yet." The good old, "It's not mastered yet." Like, all right, like he's like, "I want your professional opinion on it." So I'm looking at his mix, just looking at it. And I'm like, "Oh boy, this is a mess, bro. We got different RMSs going through it." And so I'm listening to it, and he's got
moving with mob ties. The homies, they switch it, that shit, it get lopsided. Bitches is not live. How we pull up and wet it, believe in the spot dry. All of that talking they saying, never be banging. Baby, we swinging. We don't duck shots when the homies be aiming. We know the code is the fuck who you claiming. Pressure the heart of this shit. Right now. They call it raw zombie. Messing with gorillas and we chopping up your body. Put you in the box and then send it to you. Peace, I'm at war with this shit. Never she rappers still call me. After why you going, shout out.
So when you listen to those two voices, you could already tell, like, it's like obvious it's recorded in two different places. Then you got this here.
With me, he watch your reactions. If they jump, we gon' strip off his fashion. Smoking on slap with this top everlasting. They try to get back and I'm bro, I'm a pack. Back out, I'm a ooh like I'm Grady. I did good for myself while they hate me. Me and Dali outside on the daily. This watch on my wrist got me feeling like JB. I told God if he watching to save me, cause these niggas done for. Like, I'm bending the rules on the daily. Behind sister, baby, what you think that this drum for?
KKIDZZ says, "Nah to the crap beats. Play, yo, Diz, how old are you, bro? Like, who is this guy? Are you like 50? I mean, like, that's how people were talking on the internet in fucking 2010, bro. Like, listen, I gotta let you know, bro. Saigon and Graph are not gonna bring New York back. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. So the kick over here, like, the kick is like, you could tell that the kick is not tuned. It's just like, sounds like it's coming through a shortwave radio, so I'm just like, he's like, "Bro, can you help me out with this?" Right? And I was like, you know what? Because I wanted to see if I could solve the vocal problem, right? That was my main thing. Like, I knew I could mix the beat. And bro, my dude who made this beat, he is so nasty with percussion. He plays all of his drum parts by hand, which is nuts, but like, look at his, like, dude, just listen to this. This is crazy. Where's the monitor at? Listen to this. Why are you like this, Session? What the hell's going on here? Oof. I've got a feedback loop somewhere. Ooh. That's where the feedback loop is. Okay. I'm getting the nastiest feedback loop. What is that? Damn, I wanted to show you this. Whatever. So anyway, here's what I wound up coming up with.
All of that talking they saying, never be banging, baby we swinging. We don't duck shots when the homies be aiming. We know the code is still fuck who you claiming. Pressure the heart of this shit. Write me a verse and then call it a brick. Never had peace, I'm at war with this shit. Never she rapper still call me to spit. Baby que pasa, this for the rasa. Chop out the window, they doing bachata. Honest to God, mama told me do not lie. I say it's Gucci, the homie gon' flaca. Tell me what is the move, baby you know how I move. Yeah, you know I cannot lose. They cannot walk in my shoes. Yeah, and she know I'm the one. Do whatever I do. Never she bringing a friend. Only time I'm coming in two. You know what it do. Yeah, moving with my ties. The home
with my ties, AR-15 going pop, pop. Slam my dick on the face, I'ma leave the bitch cockeyed. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the dookie, the caca. Shout out to Rayuko and shout out to Rasa. Yeah. Good off the slab wood full of Jody. Put a mask on like Akon, I'm lonely. I ain't tryna take his chain cause I know.
If they jump, we gon' strip off his fashion. Smoking on slap with this up everlasting. They try to get back and I'll bro, I'ma pack 'em. Back out, I'ma ooh like I'm Grady. I did good for myself while they hate me. Me and Dali outside on the daily. This watch on my wrist got me feeling like JB. I told God if you watching to save me, cause these niggas done for. Like, I'm bending the rules on the daily. Behind so baby, what you think that this drum for? Moving with my ties. Speak on my name and I'm spinning with my guys.
bitches is not live. How we pull up and wet it, believe in the spot dry.
Throw up the set, I ain't
So you hear how like now they could go back and forth and it doesn't sound like Jaren said the SSL did all the work. CMP ain't do that shit. Yo, the SSL definitely listen, the Fusion definitely I definitely did like a crazy, I think I did like a 9 dB boost in the I did a 9 dB boost in the on the 8K. But I mean, bro, like listen to the original, dude. The original is
if they jump, we gon' strip off his fashion. Smoking on slap with this up everlasting. They try to get back and I'll bro, I'ma pack 'em. Back out, I'ma ooh like I'm Grady. I did good for myself while they hate me. Me and Dali outside on the daily. This watch on my wrist got me feeling like JB. I told God
like he was gonna send that to a mastering house and hope that they saved him. You know what I mean? Like, bro, no. So, you know, my focus was like, yo, let me get like, because like his beats, the percussion is so dope. So he's got like this accent snare and this hi-hat, and this is where like you could really use LCR panning. Like if you listen to it.
Pressure the heart of this shit. Write me a verse and then call it a brick. Never had peace, I'm at war with this shit. Never she rappers still call me to spit. Baby que pasa, this for the rasa. Chop out the window, they doing bachata. Honest to God, mama told me do not lie. I say it's Gucci, the homie gon' flaca. Tell me what is the move, baby, you know how I move. Yeah, you know.
So he's got the hi-hat on the right. I've got the accent snare on the left, and then that little shaker that come through with like the left and right pan. But the vocals, the thing, I want to show you guys how I solved the vocal problem because this is cool, right? So you know, vocals. I'm doing my he's got good flams. Yeah, I mean he's like, when I tell you he plays all of his drums in by hand, he plays them all in by hand. Like he does he doesn't do any like fucking he doesn't do any piano roll programming. That's all. Like he's just the Puerto Rican percussion god, bro. Like he's just got it like that. So yeah, his mouse work is mad weak. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you know, I'm just using my regular gain staging. What's it called? Deal. But then I went ahead and this is why I keep the this is why I keep the subscription for Slade on deck. is because, bro, their vocal presets are the best. They're the best. I'm telling you right now. Slate Digital Slate Digital has made so many like project studios into like, hey, I can charge $70 per hour to mix you. This preset right here, the hip hop lead vocal, is awesome. It's awesome. It's got, you've got the LA2A into the 1176 with a high end lift into it. They have a de-esser now. I don't know when they added a de-esser. I don't know when these people added a de-esser, but it's amazing, and it's just the hip hop lead vocal preset. And what I wound up having to tweak on these guys was, so the first two guys, they're Latin guys, and their vocal register is more nasal, right? The last guy is a black guy, way more bass in the voice, right? So we're trying to figure out how to make it so that it's not that crazy, right? And when I was looking at Bro's voice over here,
we the best, give a fuck what they say. In the old spinning blocks till they dead like. Beat off his chest, put a drum to his head. I don't care if he big, I put Debo to ballet. Even with me, he watch our reactions. If they jump, we gon' strip off his fashion. Smoking on stop with this up everlasting. They try to get back and I'm bro, I'ma pack em. But ooh, like I'm Grady. I for myself while they hate me. Me and Dali outside on the daily. This watch on my wrist got me feeling like JB. I told God if he watching to save me, cause these niggas done for. Like, I'm bending the roads on the daily. Behind so baby, what you think that this drum for?
So when I'm looking here, I'm looking like, yo, we got so much content. And we got so much content like down at 100. Like normally you see somebody's voice and like a male voice, you don't start to see like that type of energy in the lows that much, right? Like if you look at these guys,
the homies, they switch it, that shit and get lopsided. Yeah. Bitches is not live. How we pull up and wet it, believe in the spot dry. All of that talking they saying, never be banging. Baby, we swinging. We don't duck shots when the homies be aiming. We know the code is the fuck who you claiming. Pressure the heart of this shit. Write me a verse and then go.
Like it's almost like he's got a roll off at, up at almost 200. Like you don't see none of that. So I liked the way Sketty is the name of the third artist, right? I like the way the Sketty's verse sounded up against all these instruments and everything. So I'm wondering, I'm like, how do I get these guys more, low end without sounding weird? And then I remembered being on like forums back in the day, and this fucking thing right here. I think it was like in a Sound on Sound magazine or something, but they were talking about the mix. In the magazine they would show like a mix, like the Pro Tools session from hit songs, and this one they were showing Low, right, from T-Pain and Flow Rider, and they talked about this trick that they did with the vocals where they put max bass on the vocals to